Hello everybody, BowserPlush here. Welcome back to Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary single player mode. In the last episode, we made a start on the Great Maze. We actually got 2 of the 4 checkpoints, so turns out I was a little bit incorrect with my assumption that they'd be on the corners. This time we're going to be going back into it, and I'm going to start with Bowser again because I like Bowser, could you tell? And I didn't actually see that much of Peach. I'll do Peach, I'll do Pit, and then I'm going to shut my eyes. Oh gosh, you're going to have to trust me on this. I'm going to shut my eyes and whoever I pick last will be last. Oh, I can have my eyes, okay. Who did I pick? Fox. Alright, so where are we in comparison? No, I suppose we are. I suppose if I look at the other checkpoint, it's more in the center of the map. So, we've got 3 connecting paths here. I've done pretty much every path besides one. And I don't remember what that little light thing is. That's not another character. I know that for a fact. As stated in the last episode, I'm not fully sure how I'm going to time these levels. Because the Great Maze, as I stated before, I believe the Great Maze somewhat counts as a third or a quarter of the game, depending on how you play it, and that was... I shouldn't have just stayed there, yeesh. Nor should I have done that. You know what, I'm gonna just head back, because I'm not fighting someone with like 100 damage to my name. This is a bit sad, really, isn't it? Get the British out of me. Do I want to make that argument? I suppose I could make that argument. I guess something to talk about. It is kind of funny how, I understand why it's done, because I assume, most foreigners first go to London. It's like how most people that visit the US first go to New York. Most people that visit a place like Japan, you go to Tokyo because you probably go to the capital. But even then, the joke of British is using a dialect that's, excuse me, I'm gonna sound like such a nerd here, but the Cockney accent has actually been famously dying out. Mostly because I think if I remember when I looked into it once, it was years ago, so forgive me if this is incorrect. Mostly because, I think it's 1 in 7 people, I think, live in London who live in the UK. I didn't want to come here with 100 down. Okay, I'll continue my talk while I see what's in here. Captain Falcon, why are you in the jungle, Captain Falcon? Well, Bowser's dead. And someone is being a little bit cocky. Anyway. As I was saying, yeah. So basically, because most people live in London and, most foreigners are now going to London, and London is pretty famously multicultural, Cockney has actually been dying out as a distinct dialect. It still exists, of course it does. It's going to take forever for it to die out because it's fairly synonymous with a lot of classical works, especially stuff in theatre, and pantomimes especially love to use the Cockney accent. But as a day-to-day accent, it doesn't really exist. So it always strikes me as odd that well, I suppose it is because of the cultural relevance, but you can tell that an actual English person never made it, because I swear if an English person made it, they would give it a Brummie accent, or I don't know, not to sound rude, but just a northerner accent. There's someone from the north, because they apparently all talk like this. At least that's what people here in the south say, which I don't know how true that is. But anyway, we're not here to talk about accents and linguistics. We're here to play Smash Brothers, and I'm doing not so great here. But to be fair, I'm playing later than I normally do because I decided to try another evening episode, and while I feel up for it, this is kind of proving that may have been a mistake. I'm sure it'll be fine in the long run. I'm sure I just need to sip my slightly cold coffee. Okay, that's why it was Captain Falcon here. Also, why is he playing the desert music here? Like, surely it would have made more sense to play the, like, the song that played here. Also, I am so glad, because, okay, even though I've been Let's Playing this for, pretty much since the start of the month, at least, when I'm recording this, for reference's sake, the first episode went up the 2nd of June, and I think I recorded it the 1st of June or the 31st of May. So I've been playing this game for the entire month. I still instinctively, when I did my side P with Pit, was like, this will be the what do you call it, attack. I only know Dark Pit's one, because I played Dark Pit much more than I did regular Pit, the Electro Ball. But I just instinctively thought it was that, and no, it is, that, like, which is a cool attack, but I can understand. Oh, it's playing this song. I was like, wait a minute, what song is it playing? It's playing Gorman Race. I suppose because, yeah, now I think about it, there isn't, like, of all of the songs, especially because, like, Pikmin 3 didn't exist yet, they didn't have much in the way of, like, evil songs, because Pikmin 1 and 2 stuff was a lot more atmospheric. I would like to get a hit in, please. Do that will help. Mr. Saturn, can you help me? It's a bit odd. I'm not one for like devs need to do extra work, but I am. sorry, the Pikmin devs kind of caught me off guard. I mean, I know Pikmin devs are like supposed to be like, sad, but just hearing that, like after like the brief silence, you know, because it freezes whenever the it freezes whenever the what do you call it, the character dies. And also, can I pause and see that? Yes, I can. Okay, so I pretty much need to head straight back up. I may as well go and revive. I think the way I'm gonna do this, for these episodes at least, unless they decide to go long, because again, I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to time when I do and don't record, and for how long I do. Like, these may end up being like 30-minute long sections. Woo. Continue. Get up. Oh, okay, so I'm not actually 100% on what happens when you get a game over here. Does it count? Okay. The game seems to count and... well, the game appears to save every time you go through a door. It's good to know. I was really concerned I'd have to do both of those fights again. Okay. This time I will be slower. I will be slower and okay. I'm just gonna stay quiet. Thank you. I don't know why I'm just gonna stop talking a minute. Okay, now, yeah, so my concern was, I'm gonna have to go and redo all of the bosses again, which luckily isn't the case. It appears to save with every single one. I suppose I could go sort out that top corner. I think I'll make that the minimum I do today, because I don't, again, I've decided against getting a map, because I could have, but I thought, it would be kind of more interesting if we just sort of let the game play. Oh no! Okay, now I get around to where hopefully my eye decides it doesn't want to hurt. I swear, like, I was kind of proud of how that episode came out, even with that being the case, but man, like, talk about, like, unfortunate, like, time. Not, well, I suppose, yeah, unfortunate timing, because, like, I said in the video, like, there wasn't anything else to do. Like, the only other thing I could have done in retrospect was pause and then like cut around it, but I just feel like that would have been like less enjoyable for the viewer. So I just elected in the moment to like power through. Also, I was just kind of already in the moment and I didn't want to just stop. Because you know how it is, you get like excited for something. Is that a good mushroom? No, that was a bad mushroom. Don't know why it took that long to ignite, unless Bowser just has a weird hitbox when it comes to that sort of things, which could certainly be the case. I think no, this wasn't the first. No, Melee was the. Actually, wait a minute. I might look that up. I'll put that on the video if Melee was the first one to get the to get the super and mini mushrooms, because I'm not 100% sure about what items were in Smash 64 or not. Because, ironically, Smash 64 is the only Smash Bros. Game I haven't played. I have been waiting patiently for years. They're like, oh, they're gonna add it to NSO because that makes logical sense. And then I could finally say like, oh, I've played every Smash Bros. Like I played every Smash Bros. Game at least a little bit. Because again, I've made my point clear on how I feel about Melee. Hey, okay. And yeah, my opinion probably isn't gonna change unless someone can like truly show me what is so amazing about Melee. Because I see this argument a lot, especially when it comes to people my age. People saying, oh, we're overhyping Brawl, and like, I know it is, in all honesty, just the fact of like, oh yeah, because we grew up with it, so we're naturally gonna think of it in a higher light. But because Melee just has like such like the well-known like competitive scene and also just the history with it, I feel like Melee is kind of in a league of its own, because I never see anyone say about like, well, Smash 4 is still too new in my opinion. Like, Brawl just got to that point where it's like, yeah, it's been long enough that there's like the start of a generational divide. But I never see anyone like, you know, this like excited, like, oh yeah, I love like Smash 64. Anyway, I'm kind of getting sidetracked here. What I'm trying to say is like, yeah, people like are older than me, rightfully say like, oh, people my age are like a little too appreciative of Brawl and can't see its shortcomings. Like, yeah, I can see that, because it definitely plays into nostalgia, because my generation, for whatever reason, seems heavily like, not nostalgia blind, but heavily like, if it doesn't have thing of nostalgia, it's bad, which I have my own personal opinions on, but this is not the time, not a place to talk about them. Mostly because I do not believe I am qualified in either field to like really make a comment of worth. That's just my personal opinion, because I don't believe in making a comment on a thing that like you either personally don't care about or you just clearly do not know enough of, because I feel like that is the worst thing to do, is to just boldly claim like, I know what I'm talking about. So let's fight Snake instead. Man, either Pit is tiny or Snake is like 7 feet tall here, because he's looking very lanky. Why does he look so lanky? My time is right, Mew. Q. Wondering why I say pew pew pew, it actually works as a great way to ensure that like I get the audio like back on track. So I will do it every so often. I will just make like pew pew pew, like pew pew sounds. That's not gonna help, because that was clearly off center. That works out. Praise to Palutena. What time is it? How are we doing on video time? Wait, before I check. How are we doing video time-wise? 14 minutes? We can continue. I feel like I've rambled a lot for today, but it's kind of what is gonna happen with the Great Maze. Like, there's only so much. Sure, I can talk about these bootleg Pokeballs and how weird it is that like they reproduce from their eye, or wait a minute. Oh, I'm stupid. Pre-mid face. Cannot see pre-mid face at all. And I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go down now. I'm gonna get... Can you get like a... No. I'll take an Amy Rose though. Amy Rose is cool. She does the thing. That's all I know of Sonic Law. Wait, is that a checkpoint door? I don't think it was, but... Oh, no, it is. Okay, good. I am taking this checkpoint door. And... I think this is just one of the... Okay, yes. This is one of the checkpoint spots that I don't believe is, like, connected to a level map thing. Although, to be fair, that one that we were just at also isn't. Huh. Well... I think I am going to change characters. I'm going to try Wario, because because we never actually got to play as Wario. I'm gonna I think I'm gonna keep Pit. Pit's been pretty good. I think Ike did me. I could try Rob again. The only person I'm not gonna try is Olimar. You know what? I'm gonna try Gandalf. Why not? Let's go, Wario. I love how Wario... I don't know if this is, like, intentionally the case, but it always just seems like Wario, like, intentionally runs at, like, a lower frame rate than the actual game. Like, not in the literal sense, because, like, you can see the fluidity in his animation, but, like, at the same time, I'm like... When he does his punches and that, it just looks like it's running at a lower FPS. Like... I don't believe that the, the Wario Land games were known for anything like that, so I'm not sure if it's an artistic choice or it's just like it was just a stylistic thing. Where'd Key go? Wario, do you have Key? Okay. There it is. Bye, guy. Okay. Let's go through here and that works. Sure, Wario. Fart him to death. I never want to say that again. Is this a boss door? Oh no! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So, fun fact, actually, before I forget. I believe this... Oh, no, I didn't want to take a picture. No. I believe... How do I zoom in? Oh, X is how I zoom in. Yes, this is one of few times where Mr. Game & Watch is actually rendered fully in 3D instead of 2D. I don't believe this happens anywhere else in Brawl. I think it happens at one point in Smash 4. I think it may be a limitation of like Smash 3DS where like it's the only time the Game & Watch is also rendered in 3D. Okay, come on. Oh yeah, I forgot. I could probably try out Game & Watch, couldn't I? Because I don't believe I ever actually played as him. Come on, get down here. He did my job for me. Wario stares at you as you slowly go into the void. Anything else here? Does not look like it. So I'm gonna go and get punched in the face. Take this trophy stand. Maybe I can get something. Like, can I see the face now before I forget? Okay, it's like, I don't know why my mind wants to say Drifloon. Kind of just... I think that's the Pokemon I'm thinking about. You know, it's the one that's got, like, the weird eye pad. That doesn't narrow it down. It doesn't matter. When's my favorite enemy going to show up? Because I just made that thumbnail, so it's kind of on my mind. Okay, no, thank you. Wario is leaving. That's what Wario does. He leaves. Is that everything? Yeah, no, that was everything in there. So have I done everything yet? No, I can go back up to the top. I'm going to go back up to the top because while Wario is at 200 health, I do believe it'll be fine. Oh, it stopped. Oh, right, yeah. So if I may, I think I said this in the video that this was in, but because this was my first, my first experience of like the Mother series, I thought Mother was a lot more melancholic than it is as a series, because while Mother definitely deals with like some depressing themes, and like you can argue there's like some melancholy to it as a series, it is also extremely funny and I wouldn't say juvenile, but it kind of has those sorts of like tendencies to it. But just the entire vibe of this section, because it was supposed to be like the Mother representation, at least with like the music and the fact that this was the level that Ness and Lucas appeared in. I kind of get that vibe from it. Wario gonna die now? No, Wario's gonna live because Wario never dies. Wario, this is actually just Wario Land 4. And I wouldn't put it past this, like, whoever makes the Smash Bros. Games, because, like, I know it's not just Sakurai. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's like, Sakurai made this game in a cave with tweezers. But I would laugh if, because Wario is, like, canonically invincible in the Wario Land series, that you can just, like, get 999 more easily with Wario. But, again, I doubt that's the case. Can I? Nope. Can I, please? No, I have to go that way. But yeah, so until I actually experienced Earthbound properly, which wasn't until 2018, if you can believe, I just thought that, like, Mother/Earthbound as a series was just very much about, like, just not about depression and sadness, but was, again, melancholic and just sad. Okay, I believe we're at about 20 minutes, because I accidentally, well, I didn't accidentally, I just started later in the recording than I normally do. So, I'm gonna go on, I think I might just treat you all to a long episode today, and just, I'll go until my timer is like roughly at 30 minutes, so that may be like 25 minutes for you, it may be 27. Congratulations, because I just sort of feel like it today. I've got nothing else to do anyway, so I might as well just record as much as I can, at least until, well, I hope nothing, like, fails, of course, but if something does, then something does, and I have to redo all of this, and it'll be great. I'll most likely just, like, try and see what I've done, and then just re-record it off screen, because it's only really the audio I have to worry about. If the video ends, then I can just, like, say, oh no, video ended, and, like, you know, do that. But if the audio, like, corrupts or anything, then, like, I would essentially just be doing everything in post-commentary, which I'm sure some people would like, but it's not really what I want to do, because as much as I can then, like, I don't have to worry about it matching up with what I'm saying and what I'm doing, it won't be the same, and I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people who do live commentary probably feel the same. Like, it has its place, but I've never really done it, because of course this is, besides that little stint last year, which I think this is technically lasting longer oh my goodness, okay. It's technically lasting longer than, and I think this is the Porky boss fight, so that's gonna be great. This is like my first proper time, yeah I was right, like doing this. Huh, this is kind of going a bit easier than I expected it to be honest. I was expecting that. Like, I was joking saying, oh yeah, this is, like, going easier than expected, but I was also like, yeah, I took a lot of damage. Well, this works. Gee. Okay, yeah, no, okay, that, definitely. I wonder. Yeah! Let's get the paper from the paper-powered Porky machine. Okay, what time are we at now? I just said I was going to do a longer one. Oh, we're back here. Does that mean I've done everything? There's one more room I haven't done. Do I make the venture back there, or do I make it back to there because it's the safer bet? That is the question, isn't it? Ooh, because once I've done that, then this entire top quarter is just done. I'm gonna risk it. I'm probably gonna regret this. Should I even do this though? Oh goodness, should I even do this? I'm gonna risk it, because at least now I know that I don't have to restart everything I've lost if I died. And once we get there, that would be the end of this episode. I felt like that would be a safe place to end, even if we do run over time a bit. I'm sure people won't mind. Because, like, there's so much conflicting evidence about that, like, if a longer video, like, correlates, like, oh, more people watch it. I think it's the case, because a lot of, like, my more popular stuff does tend to be like my longer stuff in comparison to my shorter stuff. Okay, come on. No, okay. Well, at least I'm gonna restart at this bit. Oh my goodness, it's almost already 8 PM. Continue. Well, now you know when I'm recording this. This is actually the latest I've ever recorded a video, because the last time was around 7:30. But I'd taken a shower, so I was like very tired, because showers make me tired. I know for like a lot of people it's like, showers wake them up, but no. Mario, you just ate your bike. Of course it's not going to be next to you. Okay, fine. Run, Wario, run. Just gonna quickly heal up. I might as well, like I'm right here. I might have run out of things to say, but let's go this way now. I have a hunch this will be a boss door. I was right. Oh, I was right, and I'm gonna stop this now because it's probably gotten annoying. Ah, sweet, this is, no, this isn't you, this you call it a type. Isn't this, Unfolded Revenge? Oh, okay. I got real hopeful I'd actually do nothing. This is actually a really nice song. I heard a rumor once, long ago, that, like, this, like, all the Mother 3 songs were just the uncompressed files. I do not believe that is the case. Maybe I just misread it and it was more so like, it was the original sheet music just with the actual like instruments instead of using like the MIDI format of the GBA. Maybe it's been fact chosen. No, fact chosen. Your theory is now fact. No, probably been fact checked somewhere, but I'm not going out of my way. It's because I'm not that like, oh, I need to know like this one fact in particular. Have some ice. No, not me. This is gonna be the episode of singing, which I would say if it wasn't for the fact that I'm gonna end this in like a minute. Okay, so before we end this, I am gonna just make it to the next save door, which is literally over here. I could have sworn it showed up when you had gone past an enemy door. Maybe there's like a trigger later. I think I might know what the trigger is. I don't want to say it for now because we may see it next episode, and it gives me something to talk about next episode. But I was fairly certain that like at a certain point it showed you where certain things were, so then you had like a slight hint on where you actually had to go. But again, I think that may show up later, so I don't want to talk about it too much. I just want to leave. Let me leave so I can end the episode. Okay. Let us save. Lucky thing about Subspace is they give you too many save files. Oh my... How much percent did I do? Okay. To put it in perspective, I don't feel like I've done much better than I normally do, but like my best clear is apparently like 86%. I have no idea why this save... Wait a minute. Yeah, why is this save file 89% but not complete, yet I've spent 17 hours? when like my actual like completed save, I think the only completed save that's left is at 10 hours. What's this one down here? Yeah, and then this one's at 5 hours with 71%. Like, granted, sure, that was in like, it's in easy mode, but still. Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, that's enough for now. I'm going to end it here, and I'm going to leave you all with a question. What is your like actual opinion on like the Wario like Land series? Because one thing I do notice with Nintendo fans a lot is they'll keep talking about, oh, I wish this series was back, oh, I wish that series was back, but they never end up actually playing them. They just give it a lot of lip service. I've definitely fell victim to this in the past, where like I said, oh, it'd be great if a certain series came back. Like Advance Wars, I was really excited when the Advance Wars things came out. I made a big deal about it with the friend group I was with, knowing full well that I was probably never going to play it and never had any intentions to play it besides just being curious. But I would love to know if like any of you who are watching this right now have ever fallen into that camp or are still currently in that camp, because I feel like it's a very important thing to recognize and then know like, are you actually a fan of this thing or are you just paying it lip service? But I'm going to end this here. So, this has been BowserPlush for Let's Play Super Mario... not Let's Play Super Mario 3D World. I can't... Oh my goodness. It's been a long episode and I am very tired. This has been BowserPlush for Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary single player mode, and I'm gonna go. Until next time, goodbye.